Hello, this is Orion with Terra Purezza. I am broad forking this berm here to put this berm back into cultivation as we did last fall. This berm did really well with growing butternut squashes for us. It grew some corn for us, and then we spread 3 different mixes of Native American seed. Those were the Prairie Starter, the Caliche mix, and the Scorched Earth mix, which collectively is about 36 to 41 species of native forbs and grasses. So I'm pulling out all of these plants that have helped enrich our soil over the last year, and I realized this was an amazing opportunity to talk about something regarding a lot of these native prairie grasses that I wish we would talk more about, which is kind of the balance of what species you should be spreading. So here I have a bunch of different species of these native grasses. So here I have this amazing yellow Indian grass, and check out the ball of root system here. Now, we've all seen, the pictures of root systems. We all know what's going on, but what we don't know is what's the protein percentage of yellow Indian grass. I'm sure, we collectively as a science know it somewhere. I have found the best resource for this sort of information. The University of Arkansas, of all places, seems to have the most information on the nutritional content of all these grasses. But, we don't want to monocrop if we're trying to restore native prairie for habitat at the same time. And so the biggest question to me in the decisions about which plants to go with are the combination of deepest rooting, which in this case seems to be, oh my god, this big Bluestem. I shook the hell out of this root ball to try to get this soil off, and it would not come off. And I am super excited because big Bluestem is very rare in the Texas Hill Country now. And if I have misidentified any of these plants, please tear me apart because we're all here to learn. So there's a reason the big four of big Bluestem, little Bluestem, Indian grass, and switchgrass have the reputation they do. Pulling out these is just, you can see the difference in the root balls. So for example, I thought that this Plains lovegrass would have had more of a root ball than it does. But that's it. It's just this puny little, that's it. That's the whole root ball of Plains lovegrass. And, it's great. It does really well as a pioneering grass in damaged soils. So it's, wonderful in that way. But it, seemingly is not punching down deep. And then, there's this tall drop seed, which has great forage. Not the biggest root ball, but decent. And then we have this silver Bluestem here, which is really huge and wide and amazing, but very shallow roots, like hardly anything. And so that's what I find is the biggest challenge, is saying, okay, well, what's the best mix for regenerative agriculture? And obviously that changes. All farming is local. So I'm in the Texas Hill Country. So what is the best plant mix in percent cover of each of these native grasses? Knowing that we want to restore carbon into the soil, we want to restore soil microbiota, but we need to make a profit, and I need forage for the sheep and the cows and everything else that we're grazing. So I'm going to need a lot of the big ones, like over there, but I also don't want a monoculture. And so I need some pioneering grasses that will act as nurse grasses for the more apex grasses. So I just wanted to show you, because I thought this was an amazing opportunity to show the variety in all of these different root balls of all of these different native grasses. Thanks. Bye.